What's up, soul family and my baddies? Y'all make me want to put some chapstick or something on today. Today, I want to talk to y'all real quick. We're gonna have like one of those adult conversations, right? And a lot of people don't like to talk about this, but this is what's causing our generation to really suffer, right? And I want to specifically talk to ones who have children and the ones who are married. Okay, that's who we're talking to today. I will later on do a live pertaining to this thing on my Facebook page. If you're looking for me on my social media, it is Alan Jabari's mom, Cherry. I got it in reverse, so check me out on there. I do, I'm not going to say I do tons of lives on there, but I do quite a few, and I get more depth on there. I'm usually on there for about an hour. So to not only for y'all to get to know me, but to get to know the inner workings of myself, okay? I want to talk about certain things, and this is how I want y'all to understand how toxic situations develop. And one thing about it, I want people to understand when it comes down to relationships and stuff like that, marriage wise in particular, when you are not with that person, you're no longer with that person, that should be it. Okay? Just because, and I'm talking to my fellas who's out there saying, once I get married, I ain't getting married no more, and this is it, and this and any other. Well, when y'all make those statements, please make sure that you're doing right by the person that you are with or married to. Just say that this is the only time I get married does not mean that you're going to be the best man you're going to possibly be, and it doesn't mean that the woman is going to be the best woman that she going to possibly be. It's all about working. You got to be willing to work at it. It's not about having a ring or just having a contract. It's not about what looks good to the whole world or what looks good to your family and friends. It's all about how that person sees you within that commitment. Okay, that's all that matters. How everybody else see you does not matter. Just being real. All right. So, if you're not with that person, you're not dealing with that person, and y'all just so happen to have kids with that person or whatever, make it only about the kids. That's all it should be about. That's all the discussion need to be about, okay? That person don't need to be asking you what your man doing, and your man should not be asking what the person doing, because then it won't, because see, this is where the boundaries need to be set, okay? As long as that person, you or the person that you're dealing with, is not having no relations, they're not having no inappropriate conversations outside of what needs to be talked about. Because see, this is where the shit get rocky, and this is why people feel like they should just disassociate the child away from the parent altogether. This happens. People don't know how to keep things cordial. Okay? Not every conversation that you have with somebody need to be about sex, and not every conversation that you have with somebody has to be about hate. You can have a loving, cordial conversation. It's called adulting. And please know that these kids is watching all of that. So what you telling me, how you doing it, no matter how toxic it is, you're telling me the way you're going about it with anguish, backstabbing, betrayal, sexual, inappropriate conversations, abandonment, all that stuff. You mean to tell me that type of stuff is what you want people to look up to? Psych, your mind. And I mean your own mind, okay? That's not leadership. That's not how you do things. You putting stress on everybody around you. That makes you a toxic individual. Real talk. And there always be somebody in the behind the scenes, because it's not the person that's in the front line that everybody talks about at the dinner table. It's always the quietest mouse in the room. Okay? So, but just all in a nutshell. Hold on real quick, baby. All in a nutshell, that's how you nip it in the bud. You gotta just let them know, man, you can't respect the fact that this is my child father or this is my child's mother, and I have to have a relationship with my child, then guess what? I don't have to be associated with you. I know how to build my child credit without you. Because, see, this is what happens. A lot of times, you know, mothers, they'll do it. They'll be like, well, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. And don't get me wrong, I was guilty of that at one point in time. But it's called growth. You got to go get past that. Man, that parent, that father, that mother, they is not responsible of paying your bills. You had rent before this baby. You had lights before this baby. Okay? Now, if he steps in and he wants to take care of the daycare, and he wants to take care of the health insurance, he wants to build a child credit, he can do that without you. Some of y'all be mad because y'all want to still fuck them, and instead of bettering yourself, you rather hold a child as a pawn. That is not cute, that is not ladylike, and no man wants no woman who's that desperate, because that's desperation, just to be honest with you. Because when that doesn't work, then you're ready to go to child support. And the only time that you really feel like the real reason for child support is when the father or that parent absolutely does not want to play a part in their child's life. And then you got some fathers or you got some parents that would do the child support thing because they can't reach out to every child at one time. But if they can just, you know, put them on paperwork, at least if they know that the child is being well taken care of in some form or fashion without the child suffering. But some of y'all don't know how to manage that money right, so y'all want to blame it on the father on why you can't manage your money or you can't keep up with your bookkeeping. And it's not the father's fault, because he had a life before you had that baby. Okay, so did you. So whether you had that baby or not, you still got all your bills that you have to maintain. Those things are still going to be there. Bills going to always be there. Okay, it was there before you was born. It's going to be there when you're gone. Bills. Okay, it was there before you had kids. It's going to be there when your kids get grown. Bills. So what happens? How you going to maintain your livelihood when the kids grow up? Since everybody know everything, how you going to maintain your bills? You won't be able to, because you done depended on this man so much. You done stressed this man out. And then the first thing you want to say is, it's his fault. No, it's not his fault that you did not want to put on your big girl's drawers, because this is what happens. Y'all get mad at the woman who speaks up about the unfairness, but let him pull all his energy away from all y'all asses, and only tend to the child. And the child, only man can actually raise his kids without you. It's called spirituality. Sure can. If you don't know, you better know now. What I did not know was my father been raising me this whole entire time. All I had to do was step in my divinity. That's all I had to do. But he has been raising me the whole entire time. That's what I know the way I know it. Okay? Man, let me tell you something. Once that man or the father has his own sense of divinity within himself, he opens his own business, he builds his kids credit, because there's a way that you can do that. Guess what? That not only that child will have a job, but they'll have already established and built credit for the world. So their life already built without you, mothers who feel like holding the child hostage as a pawn is going to help. It's not going to help the situation. All that man got to do is clear his credit up. Once he clean his credit up, open up him a business, create an LLC, he can build his child credit with his. By the time the child turns 18, the child will already have established credit. Built. Let me tell you something. I can go in depth about this situation, but just know this, man. If y'all don't get y'all act together, y'all gonna be a lost cause when it comes down to it, and the child ain't gonna be hurting. And guess what? The child ain't gonna blame nobody but you, because you have done nothing to establish anything or line anything up, all for the child to have something to even follow when they get of age. But the father did. Sure did. that father would know how to set that child up to become mature enough to receive finances once they get of age and understand how taxes work. Because taxes, let me tell you something, the IRS know how much you make already. They just want to see if you're going to go ahead and report those things, because they already know what you made. So for people who done got the SBA loans and stuff like that, and you've been dealing with somebody who felt like they was going to hook you up and then run off into the sunset, man, all you got to do is file it under your taxes. File it under your taxes, baby. That's all you got to do. Keep up with all your bookkeepings. Keep all your receipts. Keep record of all those things. Because even if a person get the running off because they want to do some petty stuff towards you because of their own emotions, they lack maturity when it comes down to business, guess what? You got your paperwork. You got everything lined up to do what you need to do. And all of that stuff will fall back on the person that did it to you, because they were supposed to finish the job. That's the same thing when it comes down when y'all get your LLC. You make sure you file your taxes. File your taxes. You don't have to hold nobody hostage. No. Once that person done filed, you were supposed to go ahead and file your stuff so that it don't fall back on you. That's how it works. And when y'all do open y'all LLC, keep track of each quarter of when you're supposed to file tax. The only difference between working a 9 to 5 paying taxes versus having an LLC or sole proprietorship or S corporation, the only difference between that and a 9 to 5 is you're only doing it once a year with a 9 to 5. But a person who has an LLC, S corporation, sole proprietorship, you have to keep up with those things every quarter. Not every fourth quarter, but every quarter. So by the time you get to your fourth quarter, you're supposed to be vacating. You're supposed to be resting. Okay? So I'm going to leave it right where it is, okay? Because I like how people like to play with me. But it's all good. It's all good. Love conquers all. So we're not going to trip about it. Just want to put an understanding out there for those who misunderstand a lot of things that go on. Or who misunderstands how adulting works. These are the things. I took classes and all of those things way before I was pregnant with my son, excuse me. So I know how to handle it and know how to handle situations when it comes down to certain things like that. So I'm never in a situation where I have to owe the IRS anything because I know how to manage money. Okay? So and one thing you always want to do, and I can't stress this enough, keep your receipts. Keep track of your receipts. You can go to Walmart, get you one of them filing things, get you a bookkeeping thing, Office Max, Office Depot, do what you need to do, but keep up with those things. I'm going to wrap it up because I got to go. Oh yeah, let me not forget this too. If you are in the Carolinas or in the Florida area and you're looking for someone who can do an awesome installation job, please hit me up under my comments or in the inbox. I can direct you to the perfect person who can get that done for you by the name of Jones Installation. Okay, he do an awesome job and he's very fast, he's very quick. So if you're looking for someone who does an awesome job when it comes down to that, please let me know and I can hook you up with the right person to get that job done. Also, if you are in the South, Texas, Houston, Texas area, please look out for, this is my child's father because I have to break the ice on a lot of things, but he is coming out with a bang. He's cutting hair. He's doing an awesome job. Please show him love and support. He goes by the name of Hollywood Kaufman. I want to make sure I'm saying it right, okay? It could be the other way around, but I'm pretty sure it's Hollywood Kaufman. Please show him love and support. He's doing an awesome job. He will be passing his test, his exams in August. So please show plenty love and support. I'm telling you, he's chopping. He cutting hair. He doing his thing. I'm proud of him. That's one thing I really, 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 really admire, is when our masculines are stepping into their divine masculine energy, where they are working for themselves, they doing the best that they can, and they taking care of their kids. Okay, so much love to y'all. Keep manifesting, keep the peace, keep the love, and I gotta go. Stay blessed, stay humble, stay healthy, but most of all, peace. And make sure, like I said at the beginning of my video, y'all, if y'all going to be stepping in these children's life, man, please respect relationships that these people are in. And as far as marriage concern, or if you're in a relationship concern, if you can't respect the fact that these people got kids with other people, then you don't need to be in a relationship with somebody who got kids, okay? And the person who you got kids with, they need to respect the fact that you are in a relationship. That's just that on that, all right? And I'm wrapping it up because I got to go. Bye-bye.